Okay guys, it's me, Echo, and I'm going to be bringing you one of my own replays, beginning with my Skyterran push off of one base. What you're going to be watching is a quick speed through the opener, and I'm not sure what was going through this Protos's head. I guess he was just bad. I get the lucky scout to begin off, start the game on the right foot, that's a good thing. I'm going for an uber quick factory, and he doesn't scout me. And he keeps not scouting me. Okay, we're gonna go down to normal game speed. He has not scouted me yet. He doesn't know where my base is yet. How can you possibly be doing a 3-gate robo push if you don't know where my base is? This is terrible on his part. He isn't even getting an observer. It's pretty bad. Let's go back to the everyone cam. Oh, excuse me. He was just going for 3-gate expo. What? I don't know what this guy was doing, actually. I had this confused with a different replay. But, as you can see, this is what's going to happen. I'm just going to speed this up because this is going to be quick and bloody. As any good build will, this one matures around 12 minutes where I've timed my push. Now, he is on 2 bases right now. And I know that he's on 2 bases right now because of my scouting. He would have had... I just got the vibe that he was going to be on 2 bases, and I didn't feel the need to back that up. For some reason, against a better player, I probably would have had to. But you're going to watch. He's just going to get steamrolled. This is what's going to happen. Speed this up a little bit because I don't like waiting around. Okay. Here's what's going down. I'm gonna hit him with 7 Banshees and 3 more being rallied in. Okay, look at this. We're even gonna go to slow-mo speed once it gets there. Now, look at this. There's not much micro involved. People think Banshee play involves shit tons of micro. It involves no micro. None. I walk in. I'm not expecting to do any damage. And there's nothing here. I might as well snipe the only building that lets him shoot up. I'm going to get a PM from it. My buddy MTL Guitarist will probably be featuring him at some point. And look at this. I just kill him. Oh, you have Stalkers? Good thing I have Banshees. And he went Robotech. His army is nowhere near big enough to handle this, even if he had gone pure Stalker. It's not even fair how badly I'm bear mauling him. And this is really a bad example because I know I've got this game won, so I'm going to be banking over 9,000 minerals. And this guy was just bad. Now he's going to throw down another cyber core for some reason, so he can warp it in with his Artosis pylon buildings. Yeah, that's good. But he went blind Robotech, and he started with 3-gate, and he didn't push, and he didn't do anything right. Now, this is something I like. Yeah, send an observer. You know what I'm doing. I could have taken an expo a long time ago. The build actually calls for me to take my expo at somewhere around 5 minutes, but my scouting just sort of told me that, oh, this guy was going to take an expo. Normally I'd take an expo with him, but I guess I had a massive brain fart, and what I'll be doing is punishing this expo. That's perfectly okay, but you should usually just try to expand with him. Apparently I'm a 1-1-1 scrub, guys, Because this is most definitely one barracks, one factory, one starport, right guys? Right. And really, a lot of people will categorize this as cheese, but it's not cheese. This guy didn't scout. He went blind gateways into Robo with no idea what I'm doing. Now we're going to go through and we're going to identify the flaws in the build. Now, here's where we're going to get in the nitty-gritty of things. Here's my first scout going out. Okay. I'm going to pull up the production tab. And this is my scouting. My scouting was gateway and gas. That means sentries, which means she's going to be passive, which means he wants to take an expo. Now, this is just crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I missed an SCV. And it makes me mad. Because I'm completely recording this and people are watching, and I'm embarrassed that I missed that SCV, guys. Now, I'm going for the world's fastest factory opening, which is to open with the refinery before your barracks. Notice I'm throwing down a second refinery very early. This is because, as I've recently discovered, you can't support 3-port Banshee off of one base. You just can't do it. But if you take this refinery early, and because this is a mineral light build, you can actually hold the one base income enough that you can sustain it until you take your expo. I do this for the simple reason that I'm bad and not saturating my refinery. There we go. Okay, my factory's coming up at 4 minutes. Pretty quick. Let's speed through this. Okay. Now notice I haven't built a damn thing. I have not built a damn unit yet. And look at this. I'm still scouting. He's not done anything to kill me. I've scouted 3 gate and no robo with double gas. That means he's going sentry, and he didn't even try to scare me by throwing down a robo and canceling it. So I felt completely safe not building units. Yeah, that's how I roll. Now, look at this. I'm throwing down a starport right now, and look at this. Now I'm just going to chain throw down 2 more ports. Recently, my build's become much more refined. This is a very old replay, and I used a 3-port, and I've gotten my expo timing down so that I can hold down 4 ports and transition to battle cruisers when I take my 3rd. It's a much better build, it's much more resilient, and it kills people. Now, look at this. Okay, let's go to the army size tab. I don't have an army. I have no army. I have no army. Warp Gate just finished, and he has 3 gateways. Why does he have an $800 army? This is crazy. I don't have an army because I'm being very, very greedy. He doesn't have an army because I think he's fully retarded. But look at this trash. 4 stalkers. That's doing you a lot of good. Because that's what the pros do, guys. Look how much gas he's banking. He should be building sentries or going robo. But this is just... Okay, here's where people start to get mad and call this cheese. Because they don't understand that Banshees beat the crap out of Stalkers. They borderline hard counter the things. He has got a supply lead and an army value lead on me. And at this point I win because he's not building good units. His entire army can shoot up, and I'm going to kick the crap out of him. He's blindly going for things without scouting me. This particular variant of my build is pretty cheesy. Notice I really need to push now and end the game, and I know I will end the game with this push because my expo should have come up a long time ago and it didn't. So I really am cutting things, and I'm semi all in at this point. But this is just an all-in option off of the build. And look, when I push out, he still has a bigger army. Okay, we're going to fast forward a second, and we're going to go through where he loses his army. I'm going to pause. Holy crap. I lost one Banshee in that entire engagement. There is no excuse for this. I'm banking 1,000 minerals because I know the game's over. He's banking 1,000 minerals and gas that he didn't spend on stalkers. This guy was just a bad player, and then he's going to be BM about it. Not even scouting. And I've already put this out there. 111 Scrub is going to show up on the screen in a few seconds. And there it is. 111 Scrub and leaves the game. There's no reason to be BM about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be going over some non-all-in, non-cheesy variants that are actually great for a sustained macro game in a little while. Hope you guys enjoy, and see you in another vid.